Okay, controversial take. Your to do list is actually making you more overwhelmed, not less overwhelmed. Here's why and what to do instead. Let me guess. Your to do list has like 47 things on it. You finish maybe three of them, and then you feel like a complete failure, right? But here's what nobody tells you, it's not you that's broken, it's the system. Traditional to do lists are designed to make you feel behind because they never ever get shorter. You check off one thing, and two more magically appear. I used to live like this too. I'd write these massive to do lists thinking I'd feel so productive and organized. Instead, I'd look at it like 9 p.m., see 23 unchecked boxes, and feel like I'd wasted the entire day, even though I'd kept all these little humans alive, made a bunch of meals, and prevented multiple disasters. So today, I'm sharing a completely different approach that changed everything for me. It's called the reverse to do list. And yes, I know that sounds weird, but stick with me because this is going to flip your entire relationship with productivity on its head. First, let's talk about why your current to do list is sabotaging you. There are five major problems with the traditional to do list that nobody really talks about. Problem number one, they are endless. You will never ever reach the bottom. The list doesn't get shorter. Two, they highlight what you didn't do instead of what you did do. At the end of the day, you're staring at all those unchecked boxes, feeling like a failure, completely ignoring the fact that you've accomplished a ton of invisible labor that was not even on the list in the first place. Three, they don't account for the mental load. Your to do list says grocery shopping, but it doesn't include the 47 micro decisions that are involved in meal planning. Four, they're often filled with other people's priorities and not yours. Half of that list is probably stuff that you think you're supposed to do or things other people ask you to do, not what actually matters to you. And five, they make you feel like you're always behind. There's no finish line, there's no winning. It's just an endless treadmill of tasks that leave you feeling exhausted and inadequate. And you go to bed tired and you wake up the next morning and start all over again. Does that sound familiar? Yeah, me too. So here's what I did instead. Instead of adding more to my plate, I started with a stop doing list. And this one shift changed everything. Here's how it works. Before you even start to think about what you need to do, you make a list of things that you are going to stop doing. These are the things that are stealing your time, your energy, and your sanity, but aren't actually moving the needle on what matters. Let me give you some examples from my own stop doing list. I stopped folding fitted sheets perfectly. You know what? I just ball them up now and shove them in the linen closet. Nobody cares. Nobody's checking how well my fitted sheets are folded. It saves me a few minutes a week and my life hasn't fallen apart. I stopped making elaborate lunches. Sandwiches are fine. Leftovers are great. A cheese stick, a couple crackers, and an apple, totally acceptable. Throw a couple veggies or fruit on there. Awesome. I was spending 30 minutes every morning trying to create these Pinterest-worthy bento boxes, and my kids throw away half and don't eat all of it anyways. Not a great use of time. I stopped responding to every text immediately. This was actually huge for me. I was letting my phone interrupt me constantly, and it was destroying my focus for those times when I did get in the flow of working on something meaningful. Now I check texts at specific times, and guess what? Very few things are actually urgent. I don't have to respond to that text immediately, and the world keeps spinning. I stopped deep cleaning before people come over. Now I do a quick tidy, but I'm not scrubbing baseboards or organizing closets that no one's going to see. If someone is judging my house, then that's a them problem, not a me problem. And I do the very best I can with 5 young kids and being a working mom. I also stopped volunteering for every single school activity. I pick one or two things that I actually care about and I say no to the rest. My kids are fine. I'm not a bad mom. I'm protecting my time. Whether you are a working mom or a stay-at-home mom, your time is so important and you need to protect it. And here's my favorite. I stopped meal planning for 7 perfect dinners every week. Now I plan for like 3 or 4 meals and the rest is leftovers, breakfast for dinner, and just keeping it easy. And you know what? My family is still fed very healthfully and nobody's complained. Here's the magic of the stop doing list. Every time you add something to it, you're actually creating time for what matters. It's like reverse engineering your day. You're not trying to squeeze more productivity out of the same 24 hours. You're clearing out the junk so there's actually room to breathe. Okay, so now that you've cleared some space by stopping a few things that don't actually matter, here's what you do instead. It's called the rule of 3. Every single day, you pick 3 things that must happen, not 3 categories, 3 specific tasks. If you finish those 3 things, your day was a success. Everything else is bonus. Here's how to choose your 3 things. Ask yourself, if I only accomplished 3 things today, what would make me feel good tonight when I'm lying in bed? Mix up the type of tasks. Maybe one thing is for your family, one's for home or work, and one thing is just for you. And be realistic about how long things actually take. Don't put organize the entire basement on your rule of three list because let's be honest, that's going to take you more like 3 weeks and not a day. Here are some example of good rule of three lists. Number one, go grocery shopping. Number two, 10-minute walk. Number three, play with the kids for 20 minutes device free. Example two, schedule a dentist appointment that you've been procrastinating on, wash all the baby bottles, and meal prep breakfast sandwiches. Heck, even taking a shower counts as a rule of three, especially in those early postpartum days. Keeping yourself alive and clean is a legitimate accomplishment when you have small children. Now, everything else that is clanking around in your head needs to go on a separate bonus list. There is no guilt if you don't touch the bonus list. Sometimes you will, and you'll get that great dopamine boost from accomplishing the extra things on that list. And sometimes you won't. And that's totally fine because that was never the plan. Why does this approach work? It's actually manageable. Your brain can handle 3 things without feeling overwhelmed. It can't handle 47 things. It celebrates your wins instead of highlighting your failures. It protects you from decision fatigue because when you only have 3 things to focus on, it becomes crystal clear what needs to happen. Now, the rule of 3 is just one piece of my complete reverse to-do list system. The difference between knowing about this and actually implementing this is having it written down. I created a free printable that walks you through the entire system, including the stop doing list, the rule of 3 weekly planner, the brain dump template, all of it. The link is in the description below. Download it right now before you forget, because actually using this is what's going to change your days, not just consuming video after video on YouTube and thinking about it. You actually should take action. So there you go. Here's how all of this worked together. Now let's talk about the weekly brain dump. Once a week, I like to do mine on Sunday nights. That's just me. You do a complete brain dump. You write down everything that is swirling around up there. And I mean everything, all the tasks, all the worries, all the random things that you don't want to forget. Don't try to organize it just yet. Just get it out of your brain and onto the paper. The simple act of doing that helps reduce that mental load because your brain's not worrying about forgetting all of these things. After you get it out onto paper, you can categorize everything. I personally like to use 4 categories: urgent, important, can wait, and stop doing. Be really ruthless with that stop doing category. If something's been on your list for 3 weeks and you haven't done it, it's either not actually important or it needs to go on your stop doing list. Once you've done your brain dump and categorize everything, then you pull your daily rule of 3 from that list each morning or the night before. At the end of the day, here's the secret weapon. You also write an already done list. You write down everything you actually accomplished that day, including all of the invisible labor. Changed 6 diapers, that counts too. Kept everyone safe and alive, that's a big accomplishment. The already done list does something powerful. It makes your invisible labor that you do every day as a mom visible. It proves that you actually did way more than you think you did. It rewires your brain to see your work instead of focusing only on what you didn't get to. And honestly, it's been life-changing for combating that feeling of I did nothing today, when the reality is that you did so much. So you might be thinking, this all sounds great, but I don't have time to set this up or do this. I hear you. But here's the thing. You don't have to implement everything tomorrow. Start with just one thing. Here's what I recommend. Tonight, write down 3 things you're going to stop doing. Not someday, starting tomorrow. Pick 3 things that are stealing time and energy from you and give yourself permission to let them go. Tomorrow morning, pick your rule of 3 for the day before you start doing anything else. Write them down somewhere where you'll see them. Post-it note is fine, or wherever is convenient for you. Maybe it's a sticky note on your bathroom mirror. Maybe it's on your phone. Just write them down. Complete an already done list. Every single thing that you accomplished, including the invisible stuff. I promise that this alone will change how you see your productivity each day. And this weekend, do your first full brain dump. Get everything out of your head, categorize it, and start using that as your master list to pull your daily rule of 3 from. That's it. 4 simple steps over 4 days, and you'll have this entire system up and running. No complicated apps, no expensive planners, just paper and a willingness to try a different approach. Here's what I want you to remember. Productivity is not about doing more. It's about doing what matters and letting go of the rest. Your worth as a mom, as a person, is not measured by how many things you can check off a list. When you stop chasing the endless to-do list and start protecting your top 3 things, something shifts. You stop feeling behind. You stop feeling like a failure. You start feeling like yourself again, a better version of yourself. So grab that free printable. The link is right below this video. It has everything we talked about. Just click download, print, and start using it right away. If this video helped you, please hit that subscribe button. I share a lot of content about productivity for moms, work-life balance, postpartum tips right here on the channel. Drop a comment below and tell me what is one thing you're going to add to your stop doing list. I want you to celebrate letting go of something that does not serve you. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.